There we go. As soon as phase shift goes on cooldown, he's like, I'm going to go aggressive now. I'm going to run at you. You use phase shift, and top lane, there's first blood. It's going to be on the disruptor. We'll look to fight this one, T1. Even though they lost their tower, they've got 4 heroes up here, and they are looking to punish this. The disruption in arrow will land onto FBZ's Mars, so he's definitely dead, and looks like Tim's will get out okay on the Nature's Prophet. No Dream Coil to catch him. Doesn't look like it's going to be particularly easy, and they've even rotated Gabby mid, so if they can find some kills or win a fight around here, they've got the Metamorphosis to push and take a tower. Instead, they're going to find Jackie. Wraith King gets banished up. The arrow going to fall up. He has leveled up Reincarnation now, and the TP's coming to the outpost, so they are going to look to make sure they defend him. And with the Disruptor TP into a Static Storm, both these T1 supports are in a world of hurt. TPing in also was Yopaj with the Boots of Travel, and now Cuckoo, he's going to find a way out. He's got a TP. He's been scanned up. Juking through the trees, he does manage to get away from Yopaj. Not the outcome they were perhaps hoping for, but T1 keeping this game at least somewhat even in terms of overall farm. They're behind perhaps where it counts, which is the Terrorblade against Wraith King. And Terrorblade, speaking of which, has been caught by a glimpse. Gets pulled back into arena. The spear going to go as well as the Static Storm, and Yopaj is there with the TP in. Cuckoo could be next. He's being hit by the Mortimer's Kisses. Full retreat as the Sprout going to lock him in place as well. One more kiss is not going to clip him. The spear is just out of range. Cuckoo glimpse back though. That's going to surely be the death of him. He's got no Blink Dagger, no mobility, and boom. Finding kills wherever they go.
1,700 health. That's a very hard duel. Wraith King, like we talked about, with Armlet, like this hero's not dying.
There's a regen rune that's being baited here. Rotating in is Zephyr on the Mirana. Gets a nice double stars on the finish off Scam once more. But Yopaj is going to get himself back to safety with the blink out. They have caught up FBZ now, and with the kisses raining in, this could be bad for T1 as Cuckoo charges forward with the Blade Mail. Doesn't get the jewel off. Nice sprout from Tims. Bails out his buddy there, but Boom have already lost 2, and they do want to re-engage and fight here with Jackie's Wraith King having a blink dagger. They think about going forward. Cuckoo, no jewel to play around with just yet, but they may kill off Jackie once. That's the reincarnation. Right now, Boom not set up to defend this with 5 heroes, but they could very quickly TP in.
This was a nice play by T1. They are bringing in Gabby to make a move.
They're not done. T1, they get the blink in onto FBZ's Mars. He goes down. Carl even committing the Dream Call. They just want to make sure they get this T1 tower with the Metamorphosis being committed and Gabby having a BKB on his TP. They should be able to get it. And the nice jewel in the backlines. Cuckoo has found one more. Another winner for him. Glimpse back could perhaps punish him, but the disruption save from Whitemont is there, and Gabby now ready to help him out as they go looking for more with Carl's Puck on the front lines, but they haven't got the control without the Dream Coil.
His fight becomes a lot harder, and then it just becomes a game of kiting on Boom.
Here we go, both teams smoked up, and it's going to be the Puck who gets instantly blink, stunned, and speared. That's a dead Puck. He couldn't get the phase shift off in time, and now the kisses come raining down onto Cuckoo. 2 dead on the T1 side, right out of the paws. Boom, they strike fast, they strike hard, but they will lose the Disruptor in the process as Gabby's Terrorblade on the front line still has a BKB to play around. He may be looking to fight with this, but Metamorphosis was committed. He's being rooted up now, has to BKB just to stop himself getting stunned up. And Jackie, he's got no reincarnation. He's in trouble. The TP's on top of him with a Reflect, the Cookie down to the low ground, but he's hard committed. Gabby needs to find a Sunder target. If he's not careful, he could be in some trouble here, but looks like he's going to just get himself out of there. Whitemon Shadow Demon getting low as Gabby goes charging forward, gets the Sunder off to start things off on a Tims, and the right click with the Metamorph follows it up to get the kill. Yopaj could be next if he's not careful. He illusion runes, but still gets clipped by the arrow. Oh, Zephyr was there waiting for him and nailed him with that arrow. The sniper in the jungle. They don't want to waste any time. They want to fight now. Legion Commander, though, just finished off his Ag Shard, so there's that extra layer of save to play around. Blink in from the Mars. He didn't connect with the spear on anyone, though. So at this point, Boom kind of revealed their position. The arrow, I think it landed. It hit Jackboy, so he's in a bit of trouble, but does have the double lives to play around. We'll get back to a little bit of safety here as the arena just being used to deter any further chase here, but they've coiled up too, which means a dead Skem, and they've taken out the first life of the Wraith King as well. The arrow finds him on the respawn, so Jackie is done for with the Cuckoo, with the Jewel Snipe as well, just to make sure he gets some bonus damage along the way. Disruption's there to find Yopaj as well, and there's no TP out for him, so T1 have just found all the kills they need to set themselves up for a free Roche. Partly because there maybe just weren't any great carry options left, but all that thought is down bottom. Puck, Carl actually gets stunned up. The Static Storm follows him, and he's going to go down here. Got a bit greedy going for the kill on Tims. Cuckoo is coming in with the Moonlight Shadow, and he's looking for Tims here. May find him in just a second. Cuckoo has the jewel, and he's going to go for it. We'll bring down the Nature's Prophet, but White one once more. Ooh, almost had the disruption, ends up accidentally disrupting himself there, but he was so close. For T1, they want to fight while they've got this Aegis. The puck may be dead, but has boots to travel, so can rejoin the team pretty quickly here if need be. But they do have to address this top lane that's constantly being pushed in by Nature's Prophet Treants and the Mars as well, clearing out waves. So they'll get the bottom tier 2 tower, but looks like they're going to be forced to come top to defend. But they want kills up here as well. Carl shows himself on the way, but Cuckoo is in the trees. They find a kill here. Puck goes in forward, gets caught in the Static Storm, but the spear pushes him out. Oh, and he also gets bailed out by the nice press the attack, giving him that temporarily magic immunity. Gets rooted by the Nature's Prophet. That Aghanim Scepter causing some, issues chasing, but it's not really offering any kill threat as T1 do a great job baiting Carl and bailing him out, knowing that the Legion Commander was going to be able to save him with the shard. Poking at the doors of Boom. Coming to the tier 3 towers up top. They've taken all outer towers now, so next objective is going to be the high ground. And we'll see if Boom have the tools to defend this one. They haven't got much left on the Aegis, just the 50 seconds though, so if they can delay this just enough, they may be able to find an opening to jump in and go on Gabby. Nice Manta to dodge the stun here, but he's not done. He's just going to keep on pushing, keep on chipping at this tier 3 tower, while Nature's Prophet does a little bit of work cutting some waves. Now it's going to land on Jackie here, but he's being ignored. Smoke behind.
Just cut the wave.
Boom. They're making a move. They want the backline. But Cuckoo scouts it out on the Legion Commander, and now instead it's going to be FBZ catching out the Mirana. And it looks like that will be a dead Zephyr here, but he pops the pipe. He's surviving a bit longer, almost gets another leap out of there. He will end up going down, but the TB just took melee racks. Nothing defending top, and boom. They may have killed the Mirana, but they lost Skem in the process.
I mean, like, they picked it seeing the mid matchup, right? I mean, the fight's about to break out. I'm kind of...
Yeah, don't worry. You got some time. You got some time.
Oh, I'm scared.
Both. They want to contest this. Roshan puck finds the backline support, so gets the Droom Coil out onto one. It didn't hit the Disruptor and the Yule Scepter, and he's going to be in the Static Storm himself. Gets bursted down on the Shadow Demon. They've killed off the support. Both sides trying to see what they can find here as the Wraith King's lost his first life, and that TB just eats him alive with the dual kill as well. Going Cuckoo's way, plus 170 now. Now it looks like T1 aren't done. They're still hunting, looking for more. They committed the Metamorph, so they want to fight right now. They still have a little window where they can fight with that one.
Yeah, I just felt like when TB got his BKB, Snapfire no longer really outputs damage onto him. And with the amount of save they have, it felt like they had no real way to deal with it.
Gabby just sitting on the high ground. Meanwhile, Yopaj, yeah, he's, well, caught in the back lines. Completely in no man's land, getting tipped up here as Carl tries to finish off the Wraith King on his first life. Unsuccessful, but what really matters perhaps is the base going down. Mega Creep's about to be picked up as Carl just zones him away, keeps him in the fountain, keeps him away from Gabby, who is just having a flawless game on this Terrorblade, it feels like. Mega Creeps are picked up, and it just doesn't feel like there's much Boom can do anymore.
Oh, Gabby's so strong.
Well, if there were any doubts about the T1 pickup bringing Gabby into the team, I think he's answered a few of them today with his TP as well as yesterday with his PA, but his work's not done here. He's going to fight and deal with Jackie once more. The two new carry players juking it out here in the mid lane, and boom, Esports will be bested in game number 1. They GG out of this. As T1, they strike first, Sheepo, and this...
4 in general, so it's like always just gonna be nice there, but like they've hit level 2 now, so I would watch right now. They're gonna go.
Yeah, they're instantly jumping on Cuckoo, who's still level 1, and with the bug on him, a couple more right clicks. Jackie has a dagger in a second, and that's first blood going his way. You called it, Sheepo. The second they hit 2, they jump.
Just kind of play back and like farm like the hard camp in your triangle, and try and recover there. Oh, he's dead again. Oh no! Oh no! Oh Cuckoo! Oh no!
Oh, and Gabby dies top while that was going on. That's a bigger kill, really.
His swarm was on a 3-second cooldown, and that is the only reason you're alive, Cuckoo.
Gabby could be in some trouble top. They're going for the Rolling Thunder, but they're going to find a bit of an easier target to bring down in White Monster Disruptor. FBC finds a nice little pillar to bounce off, and will get their 8th kill on the Boom Esports side. Well, you know, I like T1's draft, but this is not a good laning stage for them. Definitely a bit concerning. They're going to rotate in Carl on the Kunkka, but he instantly gets nightmared up. Snapfire's there maybe to help guarantee that this torrent lands. They're going to throw out the Goji, but well, that's just a Bane. Boom will happily go up the Bane, and FBZ's still hunting. He wants Gabby. He may be able to finish off the Void. He's got no time walk. It's level 1. If he gets one more right click off, luckily the time dilation slow is going to stop that from happening, and Tim's with the Shikuchi doesn't find him, but Yopaj rocks up to the party with an Arcane Rune. Quap gets another kill, and they may get more. They know Zephyr's up here, I believe. They want this tower. They want these kills, and they're going to probably get both. And Zephyr was going to do what damage he can. But, oh boy, is this going poorly for them.
Wow, this is such a dominating game.
Things just looking rough as Tims comes in, does walk into a Sentry Ward. He could be in some trouble here with the Torrent follow-up, gets X'd up as well. He's going to try Shikuchi's way out of this one, but the Ghost Ship is there waiting for him, so... Unfortunately for T1, that gank does not work out for them.
Oh, they're contesting the Ancient Stack.
Yeah. Oh no, they've got to get this if you're T1. You cannot afford to lose this. Skem's got a nice grip onto Whitemon. Does end up getting cancelled though. Then the Static Storm gets dropped as well. Cuckoo's now rotating in. He's holding onto his Roar for now, but with FBZ showing up with the Rolling Thunder, they could be in some trouble. Holds onto the Rolling Thunder for now, as both teams trade supports, but the Ancient Stack is the big juicy prize. Whoever gets to control this area and win this team fight. And right now that's looking like it's going to be Boom.
Oh, scary, scary.
Yeah.
Cuckoo's like, at least let me have the XP, guys. Come on.
he's trying. Making his way down this bottom lane. Thinking that maybe they won't even try to take a fight down here.
That's good. Bring bodies. That's kind of how you get a Jackal top. Oh, Skim.
Yeah. Poor Bane. Will end up going down. Gets the tips as well. Now bottom lane. It looks like a fight could be brewing here. The Chronosphere with the kisses. Doing some good damage. FBZ gets the swashbuckle away, but won't survive through it all. 2 dead on the Boom side, but showing up is Jackie on the PA. He's ready to fight even without a BKB. Needs to be careful. The damage is a lot, but he gets out of the Ghost Ship. Nice Phantom Strike. Gets him past for safety, and Yopaj on the Quap. Sonic Wave on through. Does some good damage to secure the kills as Tim's time-lapse to heal himself back up. It has been X, so he could be in some trouble here if he's not careful. Gabby gets forced to Time Walker's way as the pig pole gets used by Carl on the Kunkka to try and escape. Yopaj still fairly healthy here, but the time dilation causing him some problems, and as a result, Tims is going to end up going down here.
BKB piercing stuff. This game is the kind of game where it can always be won.
Okay.
Oh,
this could be the fight where it starts to become one. Skem walks into everybody there, but the Sonic Wave from the high ground with the Rolling Thunder. Now a Ghost Ship turnaround the Torrent. It could be too much. Boom, Esports get eaten alive by it initially, but the PA BKB going charging forward. Eats the Void alive. He couldn't find a good Chronosphere, and Carl now all alone. Tries to Shadow Blade himself out of there, but the damage is too much.
Yep,
in his Scam. They fight. Whoa! Cancelled his own Fiend script there. I think knowing it was about to get cancelled by the Centaur, and Carl just eats up the Bane with his BKB. Looking for a new target. Nice Chronosphere on a 2. The Ghost Ship follow-up, and they've got the Pangolier. Rolling Thunder or not, the Chronosphere is going to lock you down. Jackie comes into the fight on the PA. He's committed his BKB for this one, but he hasn't got the damage to deal with Carl, I don't think. And that Silver Edge is something he's got to respect as well. Will quickly lose all his evasion if he's not careful. Jackie comes back in with the glimpse back, but it looks like both teams with a 2-for-2 are looking to see whether or not they can re-engage. Tim's going to time-lapse himself and also get a nice Athos out onto Gabby. The cookie away. Gabby gets low and he dies to the Sonic Wave. Oh, the crit. I think the crit actually killed him before the Sonic Wave. It didn't even get hit by the Sonic Wave. He's like, I just want to take that +2 strength. You know, that's going to make the difference is what he's thinking, but yeah. Just jumped on the Void, forced a Time Walk away, tanked the Static Storm without BKBing. We'll get pulled back in here. He may lose his Aegis without much in exchange, but he's managed to blink in aggressively once again with the Satanic. Doesn't lifesteal all too much. Gets brought low and actually finished off by Zephyr, so they've taken out the Aegis now. They will have that Chronosphere now to deal with the BKB as well as the Robot on the backline. Just the Queen of Pain, Yopaj, jumping in, perhaps a little bit too deep. He's Chronosphered underneath the tier 4 towers. Ghost Ship follow-up is there as well, but the grip onto the Faceless Void. The Queen of Pain does still go down here, but Jackie on the PA looking to clean things up here, and without Aurora or Chronosphere, they just don't have the control to address the PA. They glimpse her back, though. Perhaps with this, she's going to be too far in alone. The Scatterblast stun hitting her up as well with the Torrent, but here comes FBZ to perhaps save the day, or at least save the PA. They know they need to get him out alive here with the Satanic. Jackie still healing himself back up. Fan of Knives doing a bit of damage as well, but he's being broken once more by the Silver Edge. Rolling Thunder comes to an end, and now it's full retreat for Jackie, but he gets glimpsed back into a Static Storm. Now he's in some trouble if there's any damage. Gabby's trying to find him, gets the time dilation slow. Scatterblast not going to come out as Zephyr gets stunned up. Nice play from Jackie to Phantom Strike away from the Scatterblast, but another glimpse back. He needs his BKB. He hasn't got it. Instead, he's got maybe a Tank to heal his way through it. He's going to turn and look to fight his way out of this one. They just don't have an answer for Jackie. They try as hard as they may. They just can't kill this PA, BKB or not.
Like, I wish Tino would really pull a hard weight like when Yopash had a bad game. And Jackie's showing that he can easily do it.
And they're looking for that killing blow now, going for the tier 4 towers, going for the throw. No GG call yet from T1. They've got the buyback on the Void. One last hurrah. They go in with the Scatter Blast into Cookie Stun onto the PA, but I don't know if they've got the damage for this one. Not when PA has a BKB still that he's holding on to. Cuckoo survives a little bit longer with a Ghost Scepter, but it's not really going to be enough. Gabby's going to be forced to time walk out of this, and the dagger kills Whitemon in his own fountain. GG is called. 5v5 Smoke Gang. Lion leads the way. There's that rain of fire tickling
Cuckoo,
T1,
no.
but Cuckoo, yeah, goes down to Yopaj of all heroes.
Which means that you are actually a threat. You can't go wherever you want on the map.
Top lane, they're going on Tim's. Lassoing him, linking him down. He gets very low. Gabby needs the last right click. He will die for it, though. FBZ gets the kill and the solo XP onto Gabby's Razor.
Farming pretty.
Mid lane.
FBZ's like also.
Yopaj, another solo kill.
For FBZ's life. There's no ult to get him out.
He's done so, surely. Plasma Field goes scouting. He gets a little higher up, but Carl has the lasso. Yeah, no way out for FBZ. Burn, baby, burn.
He didn't high five him. The least you can do when you're dying is high five your enemy.
Definitely. It sounds like the goal is to be as light as possible while you hop in your team's backpack and they carry you, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just don't feed too hard. Top lane, they're not done with FBZ. They make another move to come and kill him. The response from Boom was sort of coming with the TPM from Skem, but it was too late. As well as too little. The Nightmare, though, onto Whitemon's Lion. As well as the X back here. They want to try and bring him down, and it looks like they will leave the Lion to the Wolves here. But Gabby himself is being gripped up by the Bane. Skem doesn't have any follow-up damage, and with the Batrider showing up as well, they've got a lasso, but they don't even need it for the Bane kill, it looks like. Carl actually struggling to finish him off. Will need another Flame Break or at least a bit more damage. Has the Firefly instead. He goes jumping forward with the Tumbler's Toy. Gets Skem as well as Tim's. They are just eating Boom Esports alive here in the top lane. Missing the Pit of Malice onto the Batrider as well. Carl sets up another kill onto Yopaj. Perfectly played with the Mirana in the trees, who's going to TP out. T1 crushing it here so far in the early game.
You try and take advantage of that, but I think they're going to back off when they realize that, you know, Boom on bad. They've also run out of
Carl,
top.
he vaults in, but instantly gets cursed up. Nice response from Tim's Wyvern to help Yopaj out. Ghost Ship going to come flying through, but Carl manages to get away from that one. Throws out a Flame Break with the Finger of Death onto FBZ, but he tanks his way through it. And with the Fiend's Grip coming out onto Zephyr's Mirana, the damage may be too much for him, but Mirana goes leaping forward. Once the FBZ kill him, we'll get it. Plus the Yopaj death. They're absolutely destroying them. Gabby finishes off Tim's as well, and that's 3 dead on the Boom Esports side. About to be 4 with Skem. Chase down as well. Only Jackie's Lifestealer left standing. What a disaster for Boom Esports here.
Play it in the DPC.
Smoke to the mid. And they found FBZ once again. This poor Underlord just trying to get some farm. And there's nothing they can do to respond to that.
And they are just finding kills on the map with these 2 supports.
Collapsing on mid. T1 want to finish off this T1 mid. Gabby's got a BKB. Blinking in is Carl's Batrider. Once again gets caught by the Winter's Curse, but the damage may not be there to finish him off. Does get brought low and does end up going down. Ghost Ship comes flying through as well. This is the fight that Boom have perhaps been looking for. They'd love to get more in. They will do so. Cuckoo ends up dying. Doesn't skill the reincarnation, perhaps knowing he was going to die a second time.
And her ult to kind of control these heroes, but now you can't even do that.
Charging in forward, they smoke up and they look to initiate here. They catch Yopaj, who's going to BKB himself. Carl finds the lasso on the Wyvern. That's the Winter's Curse taken out of the picture. And they want more. Skem's Bane going for a helpless grip onto the Razor, knowing that he's just trying to help his teammates get out of there. They may go for more here. Carl, has he bitten off more than he can chew? He goes right into the Bear's Den as he gets blown up by a Ghost Ship combo. Razor just going to BKB and look to fight his way out of this one, but already half health. Gabby has to just BKB TP out. He gets out just in time. Yep. And we'll see T1 feeling like they've hit a good timing to go fight. They've got this Wraith King BKB. Cuckoo's come online. He's not just an offlaner at this point. He's transitioning into that true game-impacting semi-carry. Tim's in the front line, caught out without any kind of mobility tool. There is no way for him to escape, so he goes down, and that means... Don't imagine Boom Esports want to continue trying to take this fight, but they're being hunted. Carl is fishing, looking for more on the Batrider. Can he find a good target to lasso with the Ghost Ship coming in? That's going to block a good amount of damage here, but Yopaj forced to BKB and go on the back foot here. Teams will buy back to guarantee this fight goes okay, and Gabby, unfortunately for Boom, he just TPs out. They couldn't get Tim's in range for the Winter's Curse, but instead, they may get Cuckoo on the Wraith King here. They throw out the Winter's Curse here to make sure they get his first life. Will they be able to get his second without a BKB? They should be okay to do so. Zephyr just leaps out and leaves Cuckoo to die. Small consolation prize. And if they can kill this Wyvern again, they are scanning in the tree, so I think they have an idea of where Tim's is. Well, they definitely do now when he throws out the Splinter Blast, but elsewhere they've gone in with the Blink Lasso. Batrider starting the fight, and Tim's goes down. They get both supports on the Boom side, and yeah, Boom, I don't think we're ready for that one. Tim's overestimating perhaps how safe he was in this top lane, and FBZ himself, he Dark Rifted up here. He's got no escape, so Gabby just chase him down with a BKB. They're not done. They found one more. They found the Lifesteal. That's a big kill if they can get it. And no escape for him. Yopaj even in trouble himself. He's got the BKB, but he can't TP out. He's being chased down. Have they got the control for him? I think with the movement speed, he might just barely be okay. But no, they flame break him back, and they just dive the high ground. Full team wipe for T1. Absolutely destroying Boom in this fight.
The bat is finally, Carl is finally going Lincoln Sphere.
Well, he's also going to get a nice little jump on the Bane. Skem gets cold embraced, but he gets blown up before he can do anything. Instantly buys back. They've also caught FBZ here, who's not all too tanky, unfortunately. I think knowing that his teammates were a little bit too far away for his own comfort. But Gabby has rotated on the Razor. They've still got 90 seconds left on this Aegis, so it does seem like T1 want to take a fight, and Gabby's got the perfect line coming in from behind. He gets nightmared up, though. Gets the BKB off, though, as he does get woken up here. And now they're going to take out the Bane support to start things off here. FBZ could be next on the Underlord. He's already used his ultimate, and Yopaj just has to BKB TP his way back home. Tim's Wyvern gets chased down. The Infest heal not enough from Jackie, and now his Infest is on cooldown. No rage for a couple of seconds, but he will be okay. The buybacks will scare T1 off. And they do X-Back in the Wraith King. They want to force this fight. Jackie's going to be careful. He's so incredibly low. He's actually gone down. He's overcommitted, as is Yopaj. It's a rampage. Gabby just eats them alive, just zapping them with the lightning. Has still got an Aegis, so even if he loses his first life here, he's not afraid to dive the enemy base, and they can smell victory here in this series. It's the Game 3 decider, and they are just taking over this Boom Esports base. Gabby's lost his first life, but he's still got a BKB to play around, and he is going to BKB TP his way out of here, so T1 don't feel like they can seal the deal here in game number 3. Lions also. Everyone's just like trying to find a pickoff, and they finally got one. Oh, he gets bailed out by the Lotus Orb. Bane getting low here. He nightmares himself. These flame breaks are just doing too much damage, though. He does end up going down. The Razor on the high ground is trying to get this mid lane of Rax here. Cuckoo did lose his first life on the Wraith King. Had to BKB waddle his way out of the Radiant base. But Jackie in some trouble here. Has to back off for now. We're looking to break some records. I feel like I've definitely seen like 60, 65k gold leads before. Blink Lasso in. Another save coming into play here as Gabby goes charging forward with the Eye of the Storm just zipping and zapping through everyone. But he's getting brought pretty low here. Jackie's trying to fight his way through this one, but he's losing his damage to the static link, and there's too much Gabby damage. Plus 226, plus 300, sorry, after the Enfeeble wears off. He is just right-clicking too damn freaking hard. Buyback on FBZ, but the Lifestealer not so fortunate. Without a buyback on him, this may be the end finally for Boom. 56k gold lead. Cuckoo blinks in, just cleaving through him with the Wraith King. He eats the Bane alive. He wants Yopaj next. Feels like finally they may have finally broken through Boom. They've definitely broken through my ability to talk about this game. Winter's Curse comes out on a Lion, but it doesn't even connect on anything. And surely this is it. Surely, Sheepo. Surely. Don't back off now, T1. Oh, the Splitter Blast to cleave Yopaj. Oh, it's just an Aegis. And Cuckoo's also got himself reincarnation. they're just giving him some extra kills here. Only Yopaj left standing, and they'll GG out as the team wipe is completed.